Hi, I'm Mark Sutcliffe. Join me for Talk Ottawa on Rogers TV. We talk about the topics that matter to you, the issues that are developing right here in your community. We speak directly to the newsmakers and the experts. Talk Ottawa on Rogers TV.
La, la, la. Hey, yeah, yeah.
All right, welcome back. We are outdoors. It's a beautiful day today, and the Ottawa Outlaws are here to stay. This is their second year, and they're going to be playing at TD Place. Their home opener is coming up on May 6th. They're taking on their rivals, the Montreal team. And with me right now, how you doing? You're actually the assistant coach.
That's right, yeah.
Which is very cool. So, but are you a player coach?
No, I'm just the coach this year. I've played in the past with a lot of these guys, but no, this year my responsibility is just to coach.
All right, Hadrian Mertens Kirkwood. That's a total sports name, by the way.
It is, yeah, thank you.
It's a beautiful name. Way over yonder, we have one of your players, and that's Paul Renault. But I need to ask you, okay, so when it comes to different positions on the field, I mean, you know, when you talk about hockey and basketball, there's goalies, there's you know, the defensemen. Now, what are some of the positions?
Well, there's kind of two main positions we have on the field. There's handlers, they're kind of the quarterbacks of the play. They tend to make more of the passes. And then we have cutters, who tend to be more downfield. They're running up and down, receiving the disc. They tend to score more of the goals. So those are the kind of the two basic positions. And you've got a few cutters and a few handlers on the field at any given time. Okay,
so you're part of the American Ultimate Disc League.
That's right.
All right, so we don't use the dreaded F word when it comes to talking about this, right? It's a disc.
It is. It's officially a disc, although informally we'd still call it a frisbee.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't know if we were allowed to do that or we were going to get in trouble here, but
yeah.
So this is your second year.
Yeah, second year as a team. We did pretty well last year. We finished 7-7, 500 record in our opening season, which is great. Just shy of a playoff spot, but we're really hoping to crack that playoff spot this year. Okay, so how many games are there in a season? There's 14? 14 games, 7 home games, 7 away games.
Okay, and you are playing at TD Place. Right, TD Place?
Yeah, our home opener is at TD Place. Again, that's on May 6th at Lansdowne Park.
But then you moved to Carleton.
That's right. Our home stadium officially is MNP Park at Carleton, but we are also playing one game in Gatineau this year in June, which will be great.
What's the reason for the one game in Gatineau?
Well, there's a really big fan base actually for the Outlaws in Gatineau and the surrounding area, so it was great for us to be able to set up a game where we could go to those fans and not ask all of our Quebec fans to cross the river. We said we'll go to them for a game this season.
Okay, which is pretty exciting.
Yeah, we're really excited.
So you're basically playing in 3 home stadiums.
We are over the course of the year.
So where do your travels take you to then? How many other teams are there in the league?
So there's actually 26 teams in the league.
Really?
Although all of our games during the regular season are just against our divisional rivals. So we go as far away as Washington, D.C., played New York, Philadelphia, Toronto, Montreal is most of our games this year. Okay, and as we mentioned, the home opener is May 6th, taking on Montreal. So are they, just because the name is Montreal, are they true rivals already or what? They are already rivals, and they are notoriously, they have one of the biggest fan bases in the AUDL. They're going to send a bus of their fans to Ottawa for our game against them. Yeah. And we always get up for those games. It's going to be a lot of fun. When you play in Carleton, how many seats are there? How big can we? There's capacity for a few thousand people, and we're hoping to fill that stadium every game this season. Okay, and last season it was pretty well attended. It was very well attended. We're really happy for an opening season. Awesome. Okay, so what's going to happen here? I'm going to actually with Paul. Are you ready to?
I'm ready if you're ready.
Yeah, you're ready. Okay, yeah. So sorry. What would your position be on the team?
I would be a cutter downfield.
So you're a cutter. Now let's explain one more time what a cutter does, because that also sounds terrifying. So yeah.
Not quite as terrifying as you think. My role is to run up and down the field, basically, putting it simply. I am downfield for the handlers, and their goal is to get me the frisbee in the end zone if possible. Okay, all right. So what are we going to have me do here? We're going to get you to do a few basic throws today. I heard you had some practice last year, so we'll see if
I was on the show with you guys last year, right? Yeah, it was brutal. So I'm just throwing this?
Yeah, and we'll start with just the back end. This is the basic throw. This is one you're familiar with from the beach. Just across your body.
Yeah. Here we go.
Snap your wrist.
All right.
See me hit me. Look at that.
Hey,
Not too shabby, right?
Not too shabby at all.
Now see me try to catch this. Whoa, look at that. That one was for the ladies.
All right.
Okay, all right, and then of course I did that, right?
Yeah, okay, so that's great.
Yeah.
You've got the basics down, so let's move on to the second throw,
Okay.
which is a flick. So it's on this side of the
Flick.
of your body.
Yep.
So if you're holding on there, just like that, kind of 2 fingers under the rim here.
Okay.
And you're gonna snap your wrist.
Like snap it like this?
Exactly
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, that's not bad either.
That wasn't good though. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah, you get there, and then once you've been, throwing a little bit longer, you can get a little bit more
Whoa.
snap on it.
Okay. Do ladies find this impressive from your?
Do ladies find this impressive?
know,
Well,
do they,
it's a really big co-ed community, so there's
Yeah.
a lot of.
Because I need to know if I
female
should get
players.
better at this. You know.
Well,
Should
it's
I?
a great way to definitely meet people and make friends.
That's a true political answer right there.
But there's also a lot more throws you can do.
Okay,
right?
sure,
So we
let's
got
see.
our basic backhand, our basic forehand, but then once you're on the field, you have a few more options. You can throw these over the top, so we call that a scoober.
A scoober?
A scoober, that's right, over the top like that.
Yeah.
Also, a little more difficult one would be the hammer. It's a
That's
little
right,
more
a
over.
hammer.
You can throw a hammer real far, actually, further than we've got space for here.
Wow. And they have taken over, if you haven't noticed, which is probably a good idea.
Why don't you try and throw one of those hammers?
You want me to throw a hammer?
Yeah, so you're
Okay,
gonna hold
sorry.
it the same way as a flick.
Yeah.
Same with those 2 fingers under the rim here.
Yeah.
But you're gonna throw it over your head, kind of like a baseball or a football.
Like this, sort of. Oh, sorry. Did I just hit you?
No, that was pretty
He was
good.
trying to
Getting
stop the
there.
hammer
We'll give
from
you
being.
one more try. One more
Okay.
try.
Look at that. All right.
You're
Okay.
gonna try and release it at like a 45-degree angle over your head.
Like, does this look right, or does it just
Like
look
that.
There you go,
Just
just
like
like that.
like
Yeah.
a really
Almost like
old
a
white
baseball.
guy trying to play sports?
Yeah.
Okay. That is brutal.
Okay, well,
Okay, so when are tryouts? Because I'm not going to show up for that.
well,
love
lucky
to
for
see you
you,
out there.
tryouts have already been completed for this season. We've already set the roster. We've already
Yeah.
played our first 2 games. But next winter, probably around January, we'll have an open combine, and you're welcome to come try out.
So is it anybody can honestly just show up and
It is. It's
try out?
kind of an exciting point for the sport where, I mean, at the top end, these players they're really committed to this. They work hard, but at the same time, like, there are opportunities for really a recreational player to make the leap.
Yeah.
So we do have open tryouts. We allow anyone in the city or the surrounding area to give it a shot and come out for the team.
Amazing. Okay, awesome. Now tell us where people can get tickets, because is it difficult to get tickets? Because normally you'd say show up at the venue, right? TD Place, but then if you're in Carleton, then if you're in Gatineau for a game, do they go to your website, I'm assuming?
Yeah, so OttawaOutlaws.com, you can buy tickets in advance, and I believe it's cheaper in advance, which is great. But you can also just show up at the gate and buy tickets. There's a discount for kids. We always have like a lot of kids in the stands, which is awesome.
Okay.
Really a family-friendly event. So
Okay, so I want you to cut a promo right now, like a true sports guy. Tell people right now they need to attend the first game this season for the Ottawa Outlaws.
all right, hey Ottawa sports fans, come on out on May 6th at TD Place at Lansdowne Park for the Ottawa Outlaws home opener against the Montreal Royale.
Beautiful. They don't even need me. Great job, Hadrian and Paul. Thank you for not making me look too terrible. But it didn't look great either. But the Ottawa Outlaws, May 6th, taking on Montreal. Check it out. A lot of fun for the whole family. Coming up, we've got a fashion show from the good people at Giant Tiger right here on Daytime Ottawa.